season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down. I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
6-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him plays like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Second down, here's Hurts to Jefferson on the slant.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen.
Hurts fumbles it.
But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, "Oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time."
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Jefferson to target.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
McGinnis just hit the field goal, and now the kickoff. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Jones.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, Minnesota.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And it's caught.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Vikings 10, Packers nothing. Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And the pressure gets to him again. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone, I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Dalvin Cook.
5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
To the goal line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Austin McGinnis out for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Good. Makes the score Vikings 17. Packers nothing. Austin McGinnis.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Mike Hughes brought him down. It's a gain of 2. Brings
on 3rd down, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Tackle made by Michael Pierce.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. This is Jones, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Sam Sloman on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll go again to Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
To throw, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Making the catch is Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Now a dump off here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Packers first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Vikings 24.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 31. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back now at Lambeau. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This will be caught inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. They'll run with Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
For the extra point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
The pass.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pick.
2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. At the
And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taysom Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Vikings 30, Packers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Vikings 37, Packers 17.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cook following the penalty. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play. Today's
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.